Good morning, guys. I just came back from the office talking to the Fertitta brothers Dana and the goat Artem Lobov. So anyway, we were celebrating the fact that we sold the company back in the day and made a lot of money. And nowadays Endeavor isn't even making a penny right now. So Artem had a great idea and told me, Connor, why don't you do an analysis on the company? So I told Artem that's a great idea, Artem, and now we're here. So I'm gonna analyze the stock right now.
Alright guys, let's analyze the UFC and their parent company Endeavor. Endeavor does own a lot of other minor companies, but they really do not matter as they don't make a lot of profit compared to the UFC. So anyway, the UFC has no other real star besides Conor, who just broke his ankle and is out for over a year. They need a charismatic guy that whoops ass in the octagon and talks smooth outside of it. Nobody has the star power and balls to step up and save this already sinking ship. Who's gonna do it? Jolie's wife, Marty Fake Newsman, Ralphie Dos Nachos, Street Judas, or Leon Scott. Nobody can do what Connor does. The ADR management should be thanking Connor and saying, "Thank you, Daddy, because you're making us rich while we're selling off shares to clueless people." Anyway, Elon Musk is on the board of directors, so he may just tweet about Endeavor and make it go up to the moon and drop back in a week while management sells off shares to clueless people that don't know about it. It's just like the old saying of Michael Jordan when he told Kobe Bryant, "You can wear the shoes, but you will never be able to fill them." Alright guys, let's look at Endeavor and what they've been cooking lately. The first column is their trailing 12 months. After that, we've got 3 more years of Endeavor financials. We can see the first red flag, which is the stock-based compensation. They have been compensating their management with stock even though they have been performing like shit in over 4 years. I mean, come on, you're in debt and you guys still pay your management stock compensation? For what? For being losers and having big losses on your earnings? I gotta be honest guys, this is not normal. The only reason Endeavor IPO'd is because they wanted the cash to stay sustainable. Believe me, they will be selling off more shares to keep the company alive as they are burning cash like there is no tomorrow. Let's look at free cash flow and its significance. Smart investors love companies that produce plenty of free cash flow. It signals companies' ability to pay debt, pay dividends, buy back stock, and facilitate the growth of business. All important undertakings from an investor's perspective. So when we look at their cash flow, we can see it's been way too inconsistent to be called a good long-term investment. Just look at it. Negative, positive, positive, negative. They are way too up and down. As a result of the negative cash flows and bad management decisions, EDR will keep on increasing their debt. Just look at it. 4.5 million, 4.6 million, all the way up to 6.3 million right now in their last earnings. This all points to just one thing, that the company has a bad management and that it will decrease the shareholders' value by selling more shares in the near future to stay alive, as they don't really have a lot of cash on their balance sheet. They have 1 billion in cash and 6 billion in debt. This is not good at all. Another big red flag is that the CEO Ariel has been increasing his compensation steadily and is getting $14 million right now. Meanwhile, the company has been performing catastrophically bad. And this is the result of giving out free shares for your shitty performing company. The management starts selling the shares whenever they can. This will keep the stock price down every time the management gets rewarded with bonuses and free shares just to sell off once the stock lockup period ends. And what is a lockup period? It's very simple. A lockup period, also known as a lock-in, lock-out, or locked-up period, is a predetermined amount of time following an initial public offering where large shareholders, such as company executives and investors representing considerable ownership, are restricted from selling their shares. Generally, a lockup period is a condition of exercising an employee stock option, so they basically can't sell before the time is there. Another major red flag is that the general public owns around 11.6% of the shares outstanding. This indicates to me that the hedge funds and venture capitalists will be selling a lot more shares in the near future to the public, as they all own shares at a way lower average price. To conclude and summarize the company in a couple of points, we've got Conor McGregor not fighting Jolie's wife in the near future as his ankle is still healing, So this means there won't be a big pay-per-view event to save Endeavor's money problems. Their debt keeps on increasing as it did the last years, and the company is just overall badly managed. The management just keeps out giving stocks, rewards, bonuses to themselves that they didn't earn. At a price of $24 right now, the stock is not a buy to me. I would buy at around $20 to $21 as I do see the company growing in 2 or 3 years, but right now it's definitely not a buy. I want to end the video with a quote from the intelligent investor Benjamin Graham, where he says, "The essence of investment management is the management of risks, not the management of returns." Alright guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.